Hiya, so this is a week's worth of packed lunch without any sandwiches. So first thing we're making is some stuffed potato skins. So I use mixed herbs, garlic powder, potato, cheese and butter. Just mix it all together and then put it back into crusty potato skins. Stuff them together and then put them in lunchbox. These are so good, they smell really nice. And then I just topped them both with a bit of cheese, as you can see, like this. We absolutely adore these. And it's just something a bit different to having a sandwich. And then to go with that, I put some raisins, some Oreo biscuit things that I got from B&M, cookies and cream filling, some crab sticks because he likes them, some popcorn for something a bit different, and some cucumber. And that's day one's lunchbox. And then day two, so night before I cooked a sausage roll, so I'm just going to cut this into 3 sections for him so it's a bit easier for him to pick up and eat while he's at school. And bob that into main section at lunchbox here. And then next is going to have a bag of salt and vinegar crispy fry chips. These fit perfectly in that little compartment there, as you can see. So I'll bob some of them in for him. And then next, I'm going to put in one of these caramel biscuit chocolate bars. The little dessert. I got them from B&M as well. And then some more popcorn. I just bought a big bag and just took handfuls out to fill sections for snacking for lunchbox. And it were a really big bag as well, so it will last a while, sealed up. Just bobbing them in. And then next, I'm just going to put some peppers in. So these are just mixed peppers that we sliced up night before with tea, and these were what were left over, so just bob them back in the fridge, and I can just use them as a healthy option in his lunchbox. Just taking a few out so there's enough left for another day. And then we're just going to cut up some strawberries now. If you're wondering why I'm cutting such a big top off, we have got 2 rabbits and a tortoise that like to eat strawberries as well, so it'll not get wasted. So I cut green bit off and an extra bit just so they've got something nice to munch on, so we don't waste out in this house. So just cut him up some strawberries. He loves strawberries, and I let him pick 2 portions of fruit each week for lunchbox. So here we are. That's day 2 done, and as you can see, as I clipped it together, everything fell out of each compartment, so I'm just putting everything back to where it should be, separated, and then going to close it up for day 2. Now moving on to day 3. I'm putting him some more of them cooking cream biscuits in that he liked. They did go down really well. Just going to get some more strawberries put in, and today I'm going to mix 2 packets of raisins in with strawberries, just so there's a bit different taste and some different fruit in there for him. So I'm just going to cut these up now. Same again, me pets will enjoy leftover tops that I'm cutting off there. So just make a little pile to the side for them. And then I did skip ahead a little bit because you don't want to see me cutting strawberries for 5 minutes. So just cutting quite a few up, and then here you can see me just mixing it in with raisins so it's not just piled on top of each other. And then next we've got cucumber, just cut ends off for bunnies, and then here we are, just cutting slices, then I'm slicing them into sections, so it's like 4 like little squares, triangles. Same again, it's just so that they're smaller, so we don't just eat cucumber, because he would just eat the block of cucumber if I put it in there. So it's something to pick on. And then as his main bit, I did pizza, so I cooked him half a pizza with tea night before and just bobbed it in fridge. So I'm just going to put 3 slices in there for him. That did go around really well with his friends. He ate the pizza, and all his friends said that they wanted pizza too in their lunch boxes. So sorry, mums. I'm also going to do him some mild pepperoni from Aldi. Just going to get him some slices out and cut these up. You can put it on the pizza, but my child's a bit strange and he likes to have them outside at pizza, not on the pizza, but then eats them together. So you do what you do with kids to make them happy, don't you? So just one of his little quirkinesses, but he really liked him and he ate them, so that's all that matters. So just bobbing them in now for him, just cutting them up because they are quite big, and separating them out a little bit so they're not stuck together. And then they're going to go in as his meat protein bit at lunchbox. So they're going to go in now, and then to go along with that, I've also got some ham left over. that he picked. So I'm just going to, the British cooked ham from Aldi again. I'm just going to cut a few pieces of this off and cut that into little squares as well, just so you can pick at it and have a bit of variety and not just have pepperoni in there as meat option to go with it. So yeah, same again, I'm just picking them apart so they're not all stuck together in one clump. Putting that in there for him, and then as a little dessert option, he's going to have one of these. This one into caramel one, it's just a plain chocolate and milk pepita bar, I think they're called, from B&M. They are really nice. So bobbing that in there, and then as you can see, this is it completed. Sorry, my phone case went away. And this is day 3. Nice bit of change for him there. Just going to close that up, and that's day 3 completed. And then here we are on to day 4. So we've got rested pizza left over. So there's another 3 pieces of pizza. I do apologise about the pots in background. We had tea night before and I hadn't washed up yet. And I didn't realise you could see them in video. So just ignore that, sorry. And then just using rested peppers that we'd already cut up beginning of week and bobbing them in. Yeah, they did stay perfectly fresh, not mushy or anything. So you don't need to worry about that. These were in the fridge about 4 days. So they're just going in there for him to have its healthy fruit and veggie bit. And then next I've got him another one of these cheese blocks from Aldi. We got these instead of cheese strings. And then these he picked himself again. So these are just crab sticks, which he likes. So I put a few of them in for him. And then we had salt and vinegar rich crisps. He does like other flavour crisps. These just seem to be the same flavour that was up front of cupboard when I got them out. And then we also had some cheese thin biscuits, which are a bit like them snackable cracker biscuits. So I just put a few of them in for him. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but he also wanted one while I'm making it, so I had to give him one. And then here we are. So this is day 4 completed. Quite quick and simple to put together once you made it night before, so that's good. And then for day 5, I wanted him to have a bit of difference, so while I'm making tea, I put him some plain pasta, some sweet corn and peas in a pan, and I got some passata left over from tea that I was making, so I put a tiny bit of that in, some basil and some mixed herbs. We love herbs in this house, so put in what your child would eat or wouldn't eat. Then some ready grated cheddar cheese, put that in, and then as you can see, just mix it all together and stirred it boiling just so that it turned into like a thick sauce, but it weren't too much sauce because he's not a fan of loads of sauce. As you can see, it covers it but not loads overpowering or anything. So then I let that cool outside in a bowl, and then this is morning of school, so I'm just scooping it out there for him. So I did about half of this bowl, which seems a lot, and he did have some left over, but the other half I put back in fridge, and he had it day after for dinner because he said he really liked it. So that's what it looks like. It did smell really nice, but you can put whatever you want in there. I just put in peas and sweet corn because I knew he'd eat them. So that's just getting scooped in there for him. And then this is me trying to stamp box up and it just didn't happen. Then we've got some mini sausages, so they're going in one at compartments. And then I've got a sausage roll, which I also cooked night before while oven were on, so I just bobbed that in oven at the same time. So I'm just going to cut that into 3 now. And yeah, I do realise this is a bread knife. At the time it was just first knife I picked out at bread knife at a cupboard knife drawer, so I just used it. So I am going to be cutting my strawberries up again with the bread knife. Just don't judge what you've got to do in the morning. I've got to get ready for work, I've got to feed all pets, I've got to get his packed lunch ready, and once again we've got last night's mucky pots on the side. Please ignore that, don't judge me. It is what it is. It'll be done after work. So I'm just cutting up his strawberries. Now I'm going to use last set strawberries. So they're all used up for a week. So then next week he can pick a different fruit of his choosing when we go to the shop. And I just skipped ahead so you didn't have to watch me cut them all. I put another one of these cheese blocks in. Although he did tell me he couldn't open it, and neither could any kids or teacher. So I am cutting it open and putting it in. We aren't packing it today. So that is a tip if you do buy these from Aldi. They are horrendous to open. So I would open them for your kids. And then this is day 5, all completed. A bit different for him. Still got your fruit, your veg, protein and some carbs in there. And that's it. 1 week of packed lunches. I'm just going to show you now what, that's his lunchbox Pokemon that he picked. That's his water bottle, he always just takes water, and I'm just showing you how to put it all together in lunchbox. Don't forget your fork with pasta because I nearly did, which is why I filmed it. And there we are, done for a week.